I forgot to hit the start stream.
What?
I forgot to hit start stream. So, I just spent the last 12 minutes talking to myself, explaining the entire game. So here I was looking at the chats going, oh, it doesn't seem that the people can see the stream yet. That's really odd. Oh boy, it's going to be one of those Fridays, folks. So I'm going to quickly start again. Sorry for the delay.
It's awesome.
Yes, Todd, I will restart the game. So, hello everybody. Welcome to our Friday night stream. My name is Graeme.
I'm still Lella.
We're going to be playing Ruins of Mars. Boy, you should have seen the last 10 minutes. They were fantastic. So, we are playing Ruins of Mars tonight. And it's a game about the destruction that's happened on Mars. We saw it happen. The big dust cloud enveloped Mars, but we as the world don't know what happened. So we've kind of banded together as Earth and got to Mars. You know, we got all the technology together to get us to Mars. And we found, once we started digging, kind of ancient civilizations and ancient artifacts. So our job is to be researching the languages, which is our language track here. There's 5 different languages on Mars that we're trying to decipher. And there's technology, which we basically need the languages so we can understand how the technologies work, and we can basically build the technologies. So we are going to randomly pick who's going to go first, and then whoever turn it is going to get the rover. The rover can go in 1 to the 5 spots. Whatever spot they place at, they have the option to transfer one of the action tiles. These action tiles are placed randomly at the beginning of the game, and they're going to be shifting throughout the game, and I'll get into how that works a little bit later. You can shift one of the tiles from wherever you place the rover to adjacent to wherever your rover is. You can only do one. It's going to cost you either 2 time units or 2 oxygen. Once you've done that, you're then going to action any wrenches. So if you notice, some of these action tiles have wrenches on them, some of them don't. For each wrench that you have underneath you, you can activate the wrench special abilities along here. Get resources, get more time units, heal yourself. Why would you want to heal yourself? Well, because Wasteland, Laboratory, and Workshop will give you radiation, these red tokens. You do not want red radiation tokens because they're going to be worth negative points at the end of the game. The infirmary allows you to get rid of radiation. The Wasteland does not have a wrench action. What it allows you to do is roll the die and get more time tokens based on what you roll. Of course, the higher the roll, the better, so that's probably not good for me. Once you have done the wrench action, you can do the main action of the location you put at. There are basically 2 main actions. It's either going to be a resource action, which is this brown cube, so the Wasteland, the Workshop, and the Infirmary allow you to collect the resources. You look at the action tile underneath, and for each color, you get to get that resource. So if I place the rover here, I'd get 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 yellow resource for the wrong one. For here. If I place it here, I would get resources. 1 blue and 1 red resource. The up arrow is basically learning the languages. So wherever there's an up arrow, again, if I place my rover here at the laboratory, I would be able to learn the languages. I'd be able to move my marker 1 space on green, 1 space on blue, 1 space on orange. Now you notice on this board here, you probably can't see it that well on camera, but there are different colored ones here. The bottom ones are A's, and you have B's in the middle. Those are going to be points for being able to purchase basically the different levels of technology. The more you know about the languages, the kind of better technology you can build. So no, you do not want radiation. Whoever has the most radiation at the end of the game is going to lose 2 points for every radiation that they have. Everyone else will only lose 1 radiation that you have. So you definitely do not want radiation through the game, which is why the infirmary is great to have because it allows you to get rid of the radiation. So once you have taken your radiation, done your wrenches, done the main action, you can then what they call replicate a tech. These are the tech cards. Each tech card will cost you a certain number of oxygen, which is the blue resource, to take it. So if I want to take this bottom one, it's going to cost me 0. Up to the top one here, it's going to cost me 3 blue, plus whatever resources are on the card. So if you kind of see this card, there's resources across the bottom, so I have to have that in my supply to buy that card. There's level 1s, level 2s, and level 3s, because on your board you have sections for level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now you notice that there are locks here on these sections. So for me to open up a level 2 technology, so before I can buy a level 2 technology, I have to get what it says A2. I have to get 2 of my markers here past the A levels here. So the A levels are kind of zigzagged. To get a level 3 tech, you basically have to get 1 of your markers to a level B and 2 of your markers to a level A. It can be the same marker, so if I got up to B here on the orange track, I'd have 1 B and 1 A. And then once you have the option to buy 1 card, you then pass the rover and it's going to be the next player's turn. If you spend 4 oxygen, you can look through this entire deck and pick whichever one you want. And the nice thing about the game is they give you on the back of the rulebook all the cards you can buy in the game, because once you place a tech card on your board, you cannot move the tech card. Why is that important? Because at the end of the game, you're going to be able to score points for the tech cards you have on your board. If you have 3 the same letter tech cards, so if I have 3 A's, a level 1, level 2, and level 3A, I'm going to be able to get 9 points. If they're all different, I can get 6 points for it. Anything else means I'm going to have 3 points for it. As long as I have 3 cards, let's say I have 2 A's and a B, it's not the best, but it's still going to score me 3 points. If I don't have 3 cards, I get no points for that row. We start off with a random character that comes with a few characters in the game. So I am the miner. My special ability is once per turn, I can give up 1 of my time tokens to get 2 resources. Combination of yellow, orange, and red. I can take 2 of the same, I can take 2 different ones, but I can do this once per turn. Lella's got the stowaway.
I have a stowaway, so I can use my hourglass to use any of Graeme's tech that he has built.
And most of the tech work is either going to be a one-time, like a one-time as soon as you buy it. It can be points at the end of the game, like this prime filters here. All these level 1 cards that are showing right now are basically once per turn. You can give up a time token to do the thing on the right. So if I have backup tanks here, I can give up 1 time token to lose 1 radiation. And I think that's it. The game's going to be over when 4 markers have moved to the very... Oh, yes. The game's going to be over when 4 markers are up at the top here. Only 1 person can be in the top 1 for each language. So it's basically as soon as 4 languages have been mastered, the game's going to be over, or when someone has researched all 9 technologies. You can only research a level 3 technology if you've mastered 1 language. So for each language that you master, you can basically open up 1 level 3. Now, probably the coolest thing about the game is what I find most coolest. That's good English. Is once I'm done taking my turn. So the very last thing I'm going to do in my turn before I pass the rover over to Lella is I'm going to take the tiles from the action spot I took. So let's say I took the laboratory action. I'm going to take these. Now this bag doesn't come in the game, but we just found it easier to do. And I'm going to drop the 2 tiles in. I'm going to randomly take 1 tile out. I'm going to place it where the rover is. And then for all other tiles in the bag, I'm going to be basically putting 1 on each tile to the right of it. So I'd place that one there. Then Lella would take the turn. She'd go through all the actions. At the end of her turn, she would do the same thing. She'd take all the tiles from wherever she placed the rover and distribute the same way. So it's kind of an interesting thing that you'll see as the game goes on, that quite often the wasteland will kind of build up because no one wants to take the 3 radiation. But if the resources are good enough, it could be a good thing to take. So I think that's enough to get going. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in one of my hands. Lella's going to pick a hand, and if she picks where that is, she gets to go first. If not, I go first. So I get to go first.
Rigged.
So.
Are we actually live this time?
Yes, we are live.
Okay.
I might go to the workshop. So I'm going to place the rover at the workshop. I could transfer one tile from either side to it by paying either the 2 time units. I don't think I'm going to just yet though. So I have to take 1 radiation. So I'm going to take 1 radiation and put it in my radiation pool. And then I'm going to activate the wrench bonus. So I have 2 wrenches. Each wrench allows me to move 1 marker up 1 spot of my color. So Because the brown one's worth the most points, it is the most difficult to get. I am going to take a risk, and I'm going to move 2 of them up there. And then I'm
I
going to
thought
take...
you had to follow these colors.
No, that's if they're down here. Because it's a wrench action.
Okay.
Now I'm going to take, because the main action is the resource action, I'm going to take 1 blue, and I'm going to take 1 red. I'm then going to look over here and see if there's anything I want to buy. I have very little resources, so there's nothing I can buy here. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to reallocate the tiles. I'm going to put these in here. What? Already?
What?
Someone already said, yes, it's rigged. And of course, someone said, go Lella. So I'm going to place 1 tile here and 1 tile here. And then it's going to be Lella's turn to put the rover somewhere.
I'm going to go here to the dorm.
Okay,
I'm
so
always sleepy anyway.
there is no radiation. So she has a chance to move one of the tiles from either side for 2 time units.
I'm not.
Okay.
But I have 2 wrenches, so I can get 2 of these.
Time units.
Yes, thank you. Hourglass, which is very useful. And now I can move up.
So she's going to move up 2 on the green.
Yep. 1 on the blue.
She's going to move 1 up on the blue.
And 1 on the red.
And 1 on the red.
Look at me, polyglot. I can't tell which way is which. There.
So Indigo was saying that thinks it's hard to design a game with 0 randomness. Decks of cards, dice, drawing anything from the bag. If you look at its Splotter games, now Food Chain Magnet does have a random setup, but once the board is set up, there's no more randomness. Or if you look at something like Antiquity from Splotter, there is no randomness in that game whatsoever. Not even with the random setup. So if you do want very little randomness or no randomness, definitely check out Splotter, but then they're very complex games on the other side. Let's see, Hans is saying the Lella fan club is always there.
Poor Graeme.
I'm waiting for the day that there's a Graeme fan club. Yes, I see Coraloo's here. I thought I saw Lillian. Did I see Lillian online? I know the last time we had, it's Coraloo and Lillian are kind of we have a bunch of regulars here. And it's been
A long time.
about a month since we did this.
Yes.
So we missed doing this as well. But if Lillian's here, I know that your father was not doing well. So hopefully he's better now. Yeah.
Hope so.
So my turn. So see, that wasteland's looking pretty nice. There's a lot of resources.
You can take the radiation. You're tough.
Yeah, which I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to go to the wasteland. So I take 3 radiation from the wasteland. And then I'm going to basically, so the wrench doesn't matter, but I get to take all the resources. So I get
You have to roll.
I'm going to do that after. I'm going to go in that order. 2 orange, 1 green, 2 blue. I'm going to roll. So I'm going to roll for time units. So I get 5, which is
Wow.
going to be 3 time units.
Don't put them
Oops.
there.
No, I do not want them there. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lillian. He passed away.
Oh,
Very sorry to hear that.
I'm so sorry. Oh man, that's hard.
Okay, so I'm going to buy something. So my plan was to get the backup tanks. It cost me 0 blue because it's in the very bottom row. It's going to cost me 2 orange, 1 green, and it's going to go there. So that means once per turn I can give up a time unit to basically get rid of my 1 radiation. I'm going to shift all these down. And then I'm going to reallocate these tiles. Okay.
All right, I think I'll go to the infirmary. I don't have any radiation, so it doesn't matter that I don't. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
getting one now,
So
though.
yeah, she's going to take 1 radiation because of the stars one there.
But I get 2. Well, let's start with the ones that are obvious. I get 1 red, which is fuel. 1 orange. What's the orange? It looks like a gear. 1 green and 1 blue, and those act as, these 2 brown ones act as wild. So let's see if there's anything that I want here.
So we have fuel, parts, plans, and oxygen.
All right, I will take, do these have to be the same?
No.
Okay, so I shall take 1 red and 1 blue, and I will purchase this guy down here. So I can use him to give up a time unit to get an oxygen. So that costs me 0 orange, 2 red, and 1 green. And I'm just going to stick them in the top left here.
I'm glad you're able to be there for him, Lillian. I know it's tough at this time. It's been affecting lots of people, the whole COVID and all that. So, but I'm glad you were able to be there for him. Indigo is saying he's not sure he'd play an 18XX anytime soon. Whew. 18XX games are something a special breed. They are very. Most of them have almost no randomness to them, and it's all about stock manipulation. If you like that type of thing, which I do, no one else does. I don't get to play them. Yeah, if you haven't heard of this game, this one is very new. I just bought it 2 weeks ago, and it was new. So it is a very new game. It's from it's a publisher I hadn't heard of before. So you can kind of look, whatever, over here at the box. But it's from a company called Atheros Games. Don't know them. This is I believe the first game I have of theirs, and it's the production's good. I always like the cutouts to hold all your cubes. Okay, so my turn. Do I really want more radiation?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my backup tank to spend one of those to get rid of one of those. I am going to... I want language.
Use your words.
Sorry, thinking. Okay, if I want to minimize radiation, I need to stay away from here, because you don't have any radiation on you. Workshop? Workshop might be good. Or dormitory. I'm going to go with workshop. Laboratory's good too. Oh, laboratories, I take 3 radiation from laboratories. But you know what? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to the laboratories. So I'm going to take 3 radiation from the laboratories. Then I get to do the wrench action. So I have 1 wrench, which means I can take a resource of my choice. So I'm going to take an orange, because I don't have any. Then I can basically do here. So I got 1 green. I get 2 blue. Goes up to there. I get 2 brown. I got one red and one orange. And then I'm going to spend, what do I want to buy? I want to buy something else that's good. I cannot buy any of the level 2 ones yet because I do not have 2 of my markers past A. So I think I'm going to spend, well, I'm just going to buy the fuel pump. I'll buy this one here. Okay, basically cost me one of each. 1, 2, 3, and no oxygen because it was the bottom one. I'm going to place it there. I'm going to keep that. I was going to use my minor special ability, which is giving up a time unit to get 2 resources of my choice, but I didn't need it. And then I have to redo these. There we go.
Okay. I think I will go to... I'll go back to the dorm again. And this time I'm going to spend, is it 2 time units to move a tile over?
Yes.
Okay.
So I believe I'm missing some of the chat, but some people are asking about how do you score points in this game. So yes, you're going to be scoring points for the language track. If you can get all the way up to the top, it's going to be worth different numbers of points, and the brown one's going to be worth the most points. So that's going to be one way you're going to be scoring points. And even if you don't get it all the way up to the top, basically each colored one is going to score you a different number of points depending on how far you get.
Okay.
You're going to score points for your tech. So if you can get 3 of the same letter across the top, so if I have 1 B, if I can get 2 more Bs, it's going to be 9 points. If they're all different, I can get 6 points. If I have 3 cards of mismatch, they're going to be worth 3 points. You're going to be losing points for your radiation, and then some of the tech cards like this prime filter here is going to be worth 2 points at the end of the game. So that's going to be the way you're going to be scoring points. You have to be doing kind of a little bit of the different things. So you can't just concentrate on languages. You do need some technologies, but to get the technologies, you need to be doing languages. So it's kind of all tied together.
Okay, so I spent 2 time units to bring a tile over from here. I do take 1 radiation because of that tile. So there are 2 wrenches here, so I actually get my 2 time units back. Haha. And now I get to improve my languages. So I have green and blue. Oh, that's you.
I mean, you can move me if you want.
No. I shall take 2 brown. That's good. Whoops. Sorry.
It's on top. Yeah.
Well, I move up anyway. So, boop. And I move up on orange. Arrgh. Piddly little things. So I don't know if Graeme explained it. I know he explained it the first time. The different languages have different point values. The brown one is actually 18 points at the end of the game. Red is 15. Orange and green are 12, and blue, I guess, just common, is only 9 points. So it does, if you can get up on the brown track, that's quite a bit of points.
Yes, Coralu brings a very good point. If you do want to find people who play Board Game Arena or Tabletopia or Tabletop Simulator, definitely check out the Dice Tower Guild, and there's also the Dice Tower Facebook page as well. You can find definitely people to play with there. Mm-hmm. I have a gaming machine downstairs, but we have played Tabletopia and Board Game Arena on a laptop as well. So it works. Yep. Works just fine on just about anything. Especially Board Game Arena. Oh. If you don't have a very high-end machine and can't run, lots of things, Board Game Arena is basically web-based. And that works on basically everything I've ever thrown at it. It worked.
Okay, I can't afford anything right now, so I will just reallocate the tiles.
So the last time we had live stream was when my hair was still long, just before I got my hair cut, and it was freezing cold outside. I went for a walk today. It was nice, just nothing but a sweater on. It's fantastic.
I did not get my hair done. Hence the two tones.
Okay, I need wrenches over here so I can
Oh.
get rid of my...
Sorry, not my problem.
Okay, first thing I need to do on my turn is choose where I'm going to go. I need resources. So I'm going to go to the infirmary. I'm going to use my backup tanks to spend one of these to lose one of those. I'm not going to do that just yet because I'm going to get quite a few. There's no wrenches, so I don't get to lose any that way. Then I'm just going to claim my resource. So I get three red resources. I get one blue resource, one orange, and one green. So I'm getting a few resources yet. Still can't afford a level B one yet. So I already have a B, I already have a C. I definitely don't want to get another B or C. No, of course, there's only B or C's out here. So what I might do is I'm actually going to spend, so I have 4 oxygen, so I'm actually going to spend the entire 4, which means I can look through this entire deck and basically pull out the one I want. So I want either an A or a D. So I think I'm going to take the Zoom serum. So I'm going to look through here. So I'm going to take that one. I still have to pay for it, of course.
You can't afford it.
But I'm going to do something, though. Well, sorry the game wasn't for you, Jake, but at least this is giving you the opportunity to know that the game is not for you. So that's one of the advantages of these playthroughs. So my character allows me to spend a time unit to get 2 resources of my choice. So I need that, and I'll take the second resource as that, because I basically can get 2 of the resources.
I forgot you had that.
Yeah. So now I have to pay for this, so it takes out the 2, 1 red, and 1 of those. So this is a one-time. Whenever I bought it, I basically get to move up my language things twice. So I'm going to move that one once, and I'm going to move that one once as well. So now my markers are on 2 A's that I'm at or past, which means next round I can start buying my level 2 cards.
That was smart.
I thought so.
Nowhere near. Oof.
So Coralus had said what happened last time. So Lella suffers from migraines. So she had a really bad migraine. We were hoping it was going to go away, but unfortunately it didn't before the live stream. And I didn't want to put her through that.
I just couldn't.
So we just couldn't do it. We were thinking of doing it last week, but then it was Good Friday. We figured out we won't do it on Good Friday, so this was kind of our next scheduled one.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. And it's funny because when this No Strings Attached first started, we tried to get Tom was trying to get lots of the contributors to do it, but he always wanted it at 9 o'clock, so a lot of them couldn't commit to that time. And it's kind of dwindled and dwindled and dwindled, so it kind of looks like Lella and I are the only people doing the No Strings Attached anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Because we enjoy it.
Actually, I do enjoy it.
It kind of fits into with our schedule.
Okay. Because it's not like we go out, or we can right now anyway.
Yes.
So I'm going to take the lab. So I have to take 2 radiation. There's 1 wrench, so I can get a resource of my choice. So I should be smart about that.
Yeah. So Lella takes her turn. Todd, you don't have to spend time units to go through the deck. You spend oxygen. So I spent the 4 oxygen to go through the deck.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I can't get anything anyway. So I shall take a green. Boop. All right, and now I can move my languages. So we'll start on this side. Orange.
Ooh.
I have 1 red, 2 green, 1, 2, and 1 blue.
Yes, people are sympathizing with your migraines. So Todd says he gets oral migraines, where he has to go hide in a dark room and use a wet cloth.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, my friend.
Yeah.
I have phonophobia. Smells get to me. Lights get to me. You know, it's just not fun. There's just no way to put it. I wouldn't wish it on absolutely anybody. It's just unfriendly. Okay. I can't afford anything, so boo-hoo.
You need to study more.
I'm trying. Actually, you know what? I was there. I could spend... I'm going to use my guy here to copy your thing. So I have to use 1 to copy and then 1 to get rid of it.
For my backup tanks?
Yeah. All right.
Let's see. Where am I going to go? I think I'm going to go to the workshop and go here. So I have to take 1 radiation. Am I going to spend time units to bring stuff over? Could spend 2 time units or 2 oxygen. I don't have 2 oxygen. But I want to... No, I'm not going to. Because I'm going to spend 1 of those to get rid of 1 of those. And then I'm going to activate the wrenches. 3 wrenches, I can move up 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's killing it.
Then I get resources. So I got 1 red resource, 1 orange resource, and 1 green resource. And I can start looking at here. The only thing I can afford, since my oxygen's down at 0, the only one I can afford is this one, but I don't have enough resources for that. Unless I spent... So if I spent that for the miner, I can take it as 2 orange. And then I can afford the prime filter, which costs me 3 orange, 1 red, and 2 green, and it's going to be an A, so I want it to go down here, so hopefully I can get a level 3A as well. I'll flip that over. Yes, Stella and Tarrant do. There used to be the other people doing no strings attached, but I haven't seen them do it in several weeks. So I know they do their own live playthroughs that aren't no strings attached. So I'm not sure whether they do no strings attached still. Still definitely available to them. Just about anybody in the Dice Tower can do it. You just kind of have to let Tom know and whatever else. Let's see what else. So you mentioned the Facebook group. Do you post when you're going to doing a play? Okay, I work for an IT company, and I don't do social media.
He's terrible.
I am terrible with social media. I'm sorry, I know...
I didn't even like my posts.
That's true. I'm on social media that's strictly bare minimum. I believe...
2, 3, 4.
I'm not sure. They used to do some no strings attached announcements through the Dice Tower channel, like through the Dice Tower posting. I'm not sure... I'll see what Tom wants me to do. I'm not sure how much advertisement he does for his other stuff as well. I know they do tweets whenever when people do videos. Like when I do my reviews, I know sometimes they get posted on social media. I don't know what they do with no strings attached. I should probably ask Tom about that so we can let more people know. Because yeah, and literally we canceled the last one probably within 2 or 3 hours of it starting.
Yeah,
because we were really kind of waiting for the last minute to see how Lella was going to be, but she was...
I was down for the count, my friends. Okay, so I spent 2 time units to bring over the
nice.
tile from there because I figured if I'm going to go down for 4 radiation, I'm going to make it worth my while. So the first thing is I grab these as resources. So there's 1 red there and 2 orange, 2 green, and 3 blue. Woohoo! And then I have the 2 wilds. So I might as well bring up my red. Rock and roll. Okay, now I roll.
Oh, nice. 3 time units.
3 time units. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right,
Yes.
now I can actually afford something.
My social media manager here, Dean Liggett, is saying I should be, I should do the bare minimum. If you don't know, Dean and I do a podcast together, and I rely on him to let people know when the podcast gets deployed because I'm not good at social media.
Yeah, he's just not good. All right, I'm gonna go cheapsies. I'm gonna get this one. It's one of each. So red, orange, and green. It's the fuel pump. I think Graeme purchased this as well, which allows me to spend, what is it, a time unit? Oh, I forgot I had that one. To get 2 fuel. That's cool. All right. And let's shake these up.
Yes, it's true, Hans. If you go to the YouTube, for the Dice Tower YouTube channel, on the main page, it will show you the upcoming live streams. So no strings attached are always on there because that's one thing I can do. I post the no strings attached there. But yeah, on social media, I don't do the social media stuff.
All right.
Well, that actually looks pretty good for me now because I'm going to go to the dormitory. Take no radiation. I'm going to activate. Ooh. Yes, I'm going to do that to activate my backup tanks to get rid of that. Then I'm going to activate the wrenches. So 2 wrenches is 2 time units for there. And then I get to do languages. So I get no green, 2 blue, no brown, 2 red, and 2 orange. I don't think I'm going to be buying very much. I only have 2 resources. So I'm going to reallocate the tiles. I didn't know you could do RSS feeds for YouTube channels. I know you can do subscription. I didn't realize you can get them through an RSS feed. That's cool.
Well.
Did we have a good Easter? We're in lockdown here again. Yes, we are in, not even lockdown, we're under stay-at-home orders here. So they don't want, basically don't want us to leave the house.
2 of these, so I give up 2 radiation. Keep talking.
So we had, we did go to Easter and got together with my parents.
I know, we broke the rules.
It's also my mom's birthday. My family as a whole birthday, basically if your birthday is not in April, my family, we forget about you. Because basically my mom, myself, and my brother all have birthdays in April. The only person who doesn't have in our, my immediate family is my dad. He's in February something. Could be in the teens somewhere. So we did go there for that. Basically on the day that it was announced that the lockdown was going to start was the day we had Easter. So it was weird because we were wearing masks. We sat at different tables. We tried to maintain the 6 feet of difference, 6 feet separation even in their house, which is really, having to bring my own table and my own mask down to my parents' place is just odd, but we felt it was something we should do.
We did it.
But we won't see them again for another, basically until we come out of the stay-at-home orders.
Yep.
So it was, like I said, it was weird.
All right, so I got backup tanks. So again, I can spend my time unit to lose one of these radiation nasties. Okay.
Oh, good to know, Jonathan. There's a service called Feedly. You put a URL and can create an RSS feed from there. So do you get notified then of all the videos that go live on Dice Tower, or can you pick and choose? Like, can you refine it more to say, I just want to know live streams, or just want to know stuff by Tom, or something like that? Could be That would be useful, because I know there's always this problem with subscribing to YouTube channels that sometimes it notifies you, sometimes it doesn't. Hey, what are they all doing over here? I want them here where I don't take any radiation poison from them.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Okay, so I'm looking at how much the radiation Lella has. Okay, I am going to go to the laboratory.
Well, that's not very friendly.
So I'm going to take 3 radiation. There's no wrenches there, but I do get to move up on my language tracks. So I got 1 on green. I get nothing on blue. I do get 2 on brown though. I got 2 on red. And 1 on orange. So now I have 1 B and more than 2 A's, which means I can also now start buying the level 3. But as you see, because I spent time doing this, I don't have any resources. So I kind of like that in this game, that you can focus here, but then you don't end up with any resource.
And I've got resources, but
Nothing on the language track.
no language.
So I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to take this.
And Graham's already at the 8 points end of game scoring, so he's already winning.
Meh. Okay, so Todd, you say your favorite part of Dice Tower is the playthroughs. And it looks like... So what do you like about playthroughs? Do you like watching people play the games? Is it conversation? Or is it more of you want to see how the game plays? I'm always kind of wonder about what people watch for in these game, these playthroughs. So what is it that you watch for? Anybody in the chat, why do you watch these? Is it because you like interacting with Lella and I, or are you more interested in the game itself?
Well, that's you.
So Corlu says, when's Lella's birthday? Well, it's not in April, so I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, yeah.
She's early May, so it's close enough.
Marriage is bliss, let me tell you. All right. Okay, I'm going to move over here to the dorm. I'm going to spend 2 time units. And I shall bring over...
Now, don't forget, you can spend 2 time units or 2 oxygen if you want.
I'll take time units one out. I'll come over here. Take that. No, I don't want that one. I actually want this one. Okay. So there's 1 wrench there, so I get a time unit. Leave it there so I can lose the radiation. I get the radiation back because of that. Cute. All right, and now I move up on the language track. So we get 1 blue, bop, a green, 1 red, and 2 wilds. So...
No, if you go up in language track, it has to
Oh,
be.
shoot, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that. Oh, man, I'm still not over the... Oh, that was not good planning, friend. Damn. Okay. Oh, no, I'm over 2 A's.
Yeah, you're over 2 A's.
Oh, okay, I can buy. Never mind. It's all good. What is this? Can't buy that. Can't buy that. Can't buy.
So Jonathan, you say you're lucky to be able to go into the down. Did you? I work from home. Even before COVID hit, I was a mobile employee. And I worked a lot of my time from home. I did go into the office once or twice a week, but generally I worked at home. Were you looking forward to going back into the office, or is it?
Damn, I can't afford anything.
You have to go back to the office, or did you? Some people enjoy it. Lella is actually looking forward to getting back into the office.
Not totally.
Well,
hybrid.
Yeah, she wants to go
I
to
would
the
like a
hybrid
hybrid. I'd love a hybrid actually, if possible. Oops, that should go here.
Okay. So it looks like a lot of people are saying that they like the banter. They want to see the game, especially if it's new or something they haven't heard of before. But they do also like to hear us banter. And it's like being at a party.
That's cute.
Okay, I need resources now. I'm going to go to the workshop. I'm going to take a radiation. So I'm going to take a radiation, but then my backup tanks, spend that to basically get rid of the same radiation I would have just taken. I do a wrench, which allows me to go up on one of the tracks. So I'm going to go up on that track.
Now he's at 10 points.
Yeah. And then I'm going to collect my resources. So I got 1 oxygen. I got 1 plans, 2 gears, and 1. So I want to buy a C. Do I got enough for this? If I spend that, I will have enough. No, so I can only afford up to here. I like this card. I really like this card, the Brain Booster card here, because you get to move 1 up on each of these language tracks. But it's a D, and I don't have any Ds on my thing. I would like to get 9 points in each row. So if I take a D, I've already lost 3 points potentially.
Oh, I don't have Ds either.
And I can't get an A because I could get an A, but it would go down here, and I don't want that there. Whew. So I don't think I'm going to buy anything this round because I need more oxygen so I can buy one of these up here. Okay, so I'm just going to redistribute. And see, Jonathan, you're kind of pushing it. Yeah. See, I find, Jonathan, because I work with a lot of global teams, even if I was in the office, I'm on the phone or chatting a lot.
Me too.
The people in my office do... No one else does what I do in my office. So I don't have any kind of colleagues that I can just kind of sit in the desk and say, let's hash this out. If I do that, I'm calling up colleagues in the mainly in the US. Okay. So that's why my job is kind of very geared towards being mobile. But I could definitely see when I do like to have face-to-face meetings. If I do face-to-face meetings with some of the people that are working on projects for me, I like to have status meetings face-to-face because I like reading body language from people. But the rest of the time I like working from home. So it's kind of a mix. I would like the option to be able to go back into work, definitely.
Okay, what did I do? I'm not going to go there. Orange.
And Indigo is saying that they are definitely an extrovert. If they can't socialize, they go stir crazy.
I know a lot of people.
I know a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't know whether it's luckily or not. For this situation, it's both Lella and I are relative introverts. Relatively. Yeah, that's right, Coralude. I like getting new games to the table because also having to review them, it's a good way to get them to the table and have kind of have other people's eyes on them. But I do like getting the old games back, and it's for me, No Strings Attached has been great to get older games back to the table that I love, because quite often when I am reviewing games, I'm always playing new games.
All right.
So No Strings Attached is kind of a way to say, let's take a break, let's do something old.
Spend 2, bring 1 back because of that. And now move up. So move up 2 here, 2 on orange.
Well, thank you, Hans and Coralu. I do try and teach games as well as possible. It's funny because I forget who I was talking to about teaching games, probably Dean. I own about 1,000 games. I've learned the rules for probably 1,500 games since I've been playing.
Okay, I'll spend 1 of these.
I've always been the teacher of games, more because I'm a book learner. I've never been good in class. It's always, give me the written material. I'm much better at that, which is why when I learn games, I'm much more comfortable if I read the rules. I don't care whether someone else teaches it, but I do like to read the rules myself. So I tended to be the teacher of the group. So I'm glad that you find the rules explanation reasonable. Kind of left it open for me here. Gotta go here now.
It was a gift.
Yes, it was. So I'm going to spend my last time unit to use my backup tanks to get rid of one of those.
Psst. Tomorrow is Graham's birthday. Don't tell him I told you that.
I'm going to use the wrench to actually get rid of another one. Then I'm going to collect my resources. So I get 1 blue. I get 2 green. I got 1 orange. And 1, 2, 3 reds. And I can buy whatever. And the nice thing is when you're buying cards, if I wanted to skip here and buy the level C one, I can. I don't have to have the level 2 there. And I have 2 A's and at least 1 B, so I can buy whatever I want.
No Prezi for you.
Maybe not whatever I want. I can buy whatever I can afford. This one might be good. So I still only have, I don't have any stupid oxygen. I need more oxygen. So right now I can only afford these 2. I don't want the D. I don't want the A. That didn't work out as well as I thought it was going to.
That's pretty much my last turn. I was like, well, that wasn't really well thought of.
Yeah, my brother's birthday is at the end of the month. And when my grandfather was still alive, he was also beginning of April. So we had my mom, my grandfather, then me, then my brother, and then my niece is in the middle. Lella's the beginning of May. A nephew's the beginning of May. Then the rest.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, that's not a good use of my time. Darn. I have to go here.
So Todd, you asked a good question. What's the worst set of rules I've ever read?
Oh, wow. All right, I need to take 2 radiation.
There's a game called Generalship. Probably haven't heard of it. I believe it's a Korean game. I could not figure out how to play the game from the rules. I literally tried twice. This is going back a number of years. I still have not figured out how to play that game. The rules just make no sense to me. So that is by far the worst rules I've ever read. Some, we talk about bad rule books, and I'm not going to go on about bad rules because a lot of time and effort goes into rules. But for example, I will just talk about this rule book here, Ruins of Mars. So this is a Kickstarter game, and I believe I have the Kickstarter edition because it's got the extra cards in it. So Kickstarter says it comes with, I know that card in particular says it's a Kickstarter exclusive. So I bought this at the store, but it comes with the Kickstarter stuff. This says you turn the technology decks and you turn the top 4 up and leave the level, like the face down deck, at the number 4. And that's what it says in the rules here. The picture, though, shows 5 cards. So little things like that is kind of annoying, but it doesn't make the rest of the rule book is fine. It works extremely well, but just little kind of things like that when you're like, hey, didn't anybody check that?
And I get to hear all about it.
Yes. Sorry, folks. The chat's going by so quickly, I'm missing some of the conversation, so I do apologize for not getting back to everybody. Oh, man, it's an awful lot of stuff there.
Do it. Do it.
I do. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do it. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to take 3. And then I'm going to take resources. So I get 3 blue. 1, 2, 3. I get 3 green. 1, 2, 3. I get 1 orange and 1 red. I'm going to roll this and hopefully get some more time units. So I get 2 time units for a 4. I'm going to buy something over here. So I can basically buy whatever I want. And I want, I'm going to have a quick look at the book. So I want a level 2, and I want a C or a B. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the translator. So I'm going to get the translator from up here. So again, that's going to cost me 4 blue to take something out of the deck. And I want the translator, which is that card there. That costs me 1, 2, 3 orange and 1, 2, 3 red. And it's a C, so I want it there. That means once per turn, I can give up a time unit to move up on any track I want in the language track.
I got that too.
Oh, did you? So I'm going to put that there. And on my turn, I'm going to spend a time unit to get rid of irradiation. Ah, yes. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Do I have Grand Austria Hotel and have you done a live playthrough? We actually did do a live playthrough of Grand Austria Hotel. I don't remember when.
That was one of the first ones.
It was a very early one that we did Grand Austria Hotel. And now that they have the second edition of it, or the reprint, which is good because it's an excellent game. Let's see. Yeah, Tekenu is a. You do have to be paying attention to the rules in that one. So if you just skim that, there's an awful lot of little rules in Tekenu that you need to be watching. That in Twants and Sinew. There's a lot of like, oh, if you do this, it's going to cost this and that. So.
All right, I get a radiation. 2 wrenches, so I get 2 time units.
It's funny because I have read so many rule books, you kind of make assumptions every once in a while. You go, oh yeah, I know how this can. You look at a thing and it says, oh, you do worker placement. Well, I know how to do worker placement, so you kind of skip the section or even very quickly skim over it. I have been burned a couple times, which it will say, oh, this is just like worker placement, except in this game you do this, or you have to pay extra resources, or whatever else. So I have been burned a couple times. When we midway through the game, I'm looking at it going, this doesn't feel right. And of course I pull out the rule book and go, oh, that's how it works. I feel like an idiot.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go to the infirmary. I am going to get rid, actually there's 1 wrench, so I can get rid of one of those. I'm going to use that to get rid of another one. So I use my backup tanks. Then I'm going to get my resources. So I get 2 blue, 1, 2. I get, even though I get 2, I can only take a maximum of 1. I get new orange, but I do get 1 red. Then when I get a B level. So, sorry, I'm going to have a quickly look at the rules again to have a look at what. It doesn't matter, I don't have enough to buy it anyway. Did I buy a C? Is there a C? Nope. Nope. And do I need a D? I don't need a stupid D. Ah, shoot. So that is my turn. Uh-oh. People are swinging. They're now people are predicting that I'm going to win the game.
Fickle. Oh, I'm coming here. Two.
Yes, they're on Team Birthday Boy.
Dream birthday boy. All right, I'll accept that one. Okay, there are 2 wrenches, so I can take 2 resources of my choice.
And you skimmed or you skipped parts of Root. I taught Root. None of us had played it before. I was teaching it from the rule book because I didn't own the game. I was playing Dean's copy of it, and there were 4 of us. That was a hard one to teach because I had to learn. I tried to internalize what the whole game was, and because everybody has different actions and abilities, each character class works differently.
Green.
I then had to figure out how they played and explain to them how they're, if you're the birds, this is how the birds work. If you're the vagabond, this is how the vagabond works. That was a tough one to teach.
2 and 2. All right.
See, I was looking forward to the Grand Austria Hotel
Wait.
Kickstarter for the expansion. It was just too expensive. I just couldn't justify getting expansion.
How much is it?
It was very expensive.
Graeme very expensive or Lella very expensive?
Graeme very expensive.
Then it's okay.
Yes, Lella and I have different levels of expensiveness.
Okay, 0 orange, 1 fuel, and 4 on the plans.
Yeah.
And now I've got myself an oxygenator, which means at the start of my turn, which I'll probably forget, I'll get oxygen.
Yeah. So every
that's
round
pretty
she's
good.
going to get an oxygen.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, Lillian, that would have been very helpful to have the app for Root. Like I said, trying to learn that cold from the book was an adventure for sure.
Did I play that?
No,
Probably not.
I played it with Megan B. and Dean.
Ah. It did not sound familiar.
Okay, I'm going to go to the dormitory. So I take 1 radiation for that. But I get my wrench. I got 1 time unit for the wrench. I can get to 1 up on the red and 2 up on here. Backtrack that. I'm not going to do that because... So the reason why I'm not going to do that is because I get 2 on the brown, which will put me at the capstone. Problem is, I do not have a level 3 tech, which means I cannot go to the capstone. So it'd be kind of a waste. So Coraloo, you might also want to check out Legends Warehouse. .ca, I believe it is. They're another big place in, actually just near us as well, that does shipping, and they also have very good selection for games. And they have the free shipping if you spend over a certain amount. So they're another one to check out if you're looking for.
They're a nice bunch of people too.
Yeah. Okay, so I need resources then. Everything's kind of split out though.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not good for me. I'm going to go here, I'm going to go to the workshop. I'm going to take 1. There's no wrenches, so I just get resources. So I don't get any blue. Green I can't take. I'll take 2 yellow.
It's orange, hon.
Sorry, 2 orange and then 2 red. I take that one. Okay, so I'm going to actually buy the mirror drive. So it cost me 0 blue. This cost me 2 orange, 2 red, and 4. So not only is it a B, so I can place it there. It says I'm allowed to copy the one-time effect of any other tech card in play. So for example, my Zoom Serum says 1 time I can move up twice. Lella, do you have any 1 time? She does not.
No.
So I'm going to copy my Zoom Serum, and I can go up 2 on any track. So I'm going to go, now that I do have a level 3 card, I can go up here. Have I gotten any new games recently? So this I got recently. I also got 7 Summits, What else did I get? 7 Summits, Imperium, the Continuum. What else did I get? Oh, Dominant Species Marine. And Solar Storm. So those are the most recent ones I got.
We'll probably do Dominant Species Marine. That's a good game.
Yeah, it's long though.
It's long and it's nasty. But then nature isn't friendly either, so.
Do you guys want to see a Dominant Species Marine playthrough? It would probably be about 2 hours. So I'm not sure whether people would be up for that or not. Let me know if you want to see. I like Dominant Species. The original one was one of my favorite games. I believe it's on the.
It is there.
It's on the shelf behind Lella. I bought the Marine one because I heard it was a bit streamlined. And so we played it twice now.
Okay, I'm going here. No wrenches, so I can't even lose. But I get 1 red, 2 orange.
Todd says, don't forget about your oxygen.
Oh, you rock! Love you. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Thank you. I totally forgot about it. But I am going to buy... Yes, I can buy a level 3 now, right? Yes.
Yes, because you've got 1B and then past 2 A's. Okay.
So I'm going to take this one.
It seems like people want to see Marine.
Cool. It's not friendly.
No, it's not.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and wow. Well, goodbye resources. But what this does give me is at the start of your turn, I also get a time unit, which is great.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to remember 2 things. Ha! But the cool thing is, what is this, 9 points?
Yeah, so she's got 9 points on her board right now. I have, technically right now, I have 0 points on my main board.
But you have 18 points here.
Yes.
I'm going to have to get rid of this.
Okay, so like I said, we'll see about playing Dominant Species Marine. I'm not sure whether it'll be the next one, but it will be, if not the next one, the one after that. Because the original Dominant Species came out, I'm not sure when the year was, at least 5-7 years ago. And it's odd because it's a very combative game, but has a lot of really good Euro elements in it. So it's very much a hybrid game. There's randomness in it, and you are going after each other right from the start. And it's a 2 to 4 player game. So we'll play it 2 players, but you can't play it 4 players, and it's just everybody going after each other.
What you can do, Anderson?
I need to get level B. So I need the blue resource. Ah, they're all in the wasteland. Fine, I'll go in the wasteland. Okay, so I only have 2 singles left. So I need to take 3. So I'm going to put 2 back. Take a 5. But I'm going to spend a time unit to use my backup tanks to get rid of 1. And then I get resources. I get 2 blue. 1, 2. I get 2 green. 1, 2. Get 1 orange.
2 orange.
Oh yes, sorry, 2 orange. And I get to roll the die and get 2 time units. 2010. Yeah, I knew it was a, wow, it's that old, eh? Okay, I want to buy some tech now. So I want to buy the B of level 2. Yeah, okay, I'll take that one. So I'm going to buy the hyper implants from here. So again, because I'm taking it from the deck, it's going to cost me 4 blue. And that one there, which is going to be 1 orange, 1, 2, 3 red, and 1 green. And I'll shuffle these up. goes there. So now I also have 9 points. So we're getting close to the end. Yeah, the original dominant species definitely had that cones of Dunshire look to it. They were annoying to deal with because they were cones. They were up like that, and you were constantly moving them. They were very slippery. Marine doesn't have that. Marine has a different type of domination process. So, yeah, I think it could be one of those games that people may be a little nervous about because it is a GMT and they're known for war games. So hopefully, when we bring it to the table, it's a large game, so hopefully it will fit.
These two.
Maybe it will give you a.
I took another radiation.
So the designer is online now.
Oh, cool.
No, I think we pretty much have it under control. I mean,
Did we screw anything up? We didn't screw.
I don't think we screwed everything up.
Okay, so that 2 red, 1, 2.
So
one green.
They're saying the rule book is pretty straightforward. So
1, 2.
But welcome to the chat. Enjoying it. We are getting reasonably close to the end.
Oh wait, I'm going to spend. Oh wait! I got one of these and a time unit from my things. Oh, remembered. That's good. And now I'm going to spend 1 to get rid of one of these dudes. And ooh, I could spend one of these to move up. Let's see. Should move up to 10 points for that one. Oh, I want to do this.
Yeah, it's one of the disadvantages of playing it live. Now, Lella did remember to take her extra things that she gets. But playing it live, you're worried about talking to people. I'm worried about the computer. So there's production for the language track markers. What were they supposed to be? Are they supposed to be cubes or smaller or larger? Because I do find them a little fiddly. It's not terrible, but I could see with 4 players.
Yeah, you probably would be knocking things over.
Yeah. Man, you're really getting up on me in the language track. So I'm going to go here and take the 2 units. And I got 2 wrenches, so I can take 2 of whatever I want. I want to buy a C. So I'm going to get 2 of those. And then I'm going to move up. So I'm going to move up twice on green. I'm going to move up once on blue. 2 on red. And 1 on orange.
Are you buying anything?
So I want a C or an A. I can't get to that one. I can get to this one. If I give up that, I could get enough resources. I might do that. So I'm going to give up that token to activate my miner, so I can get 2 resources. I'm going to get one of those and one of those. I'm going to buy this one here. It's going to cost me 1 blue, 1 orange, 5, and 1. That's going to go in my C row. Discs. Yes, discs would have been better. It would be much easier to move around and not stack so high. But
still okay.
It's still, the way it is, it works. But yeah, I could see that would be more, maybe easier to manipulate with that. And saying the tiles were originally going to be cards, that concept proved to be too complicated to create too much AP. Yeah, I could see that, because I like the decisions here. Trying to decide between, do you want the radiation, like are the resources or language things you're going to get the worth of radiation? I really like that decision point.
Go over here.
And you do notice that we have a bag here. This is one thing with the tiles that we found, made it a little easier just to dump them all in the bag and randomly out. I know the rulebook says you flip them face down and mix them up. We just like the bag for whatever reason.
Okay, I'm going to do this. Spend 2. Bring this one over. So I've got 2 of those. Means I can get rid of 2 of these. I'm now for resources. 3 orange, 1 red, 1 green, and I'm maxed out there. And I don't think I can afford anything. 2, 1, 4, no. That's a D anyway, I don't want a D. I don't need an A. A B, 5, 1, 1. Well, I guess we're going for that one. Or a C, 2, 4. Okay, well, that's it, folks. Okay.
So we are getting, so if I buy one last card, that's going to be the end of the game.
Do I get one more turn?
Yes, each other player gets one final turn.
Okay, good.
Yes, for solo players, there is a whole solo mode in here. There's solo rules at the back of the rule book, and there's a couple solo components as well, so that works. Okay, if I want... So Lella's got 5 radiation, but I have a 5 radiation token here. So the question is, do I try and go for points, and hopefully my points would outdo her, can negate this. That might actually be worth it. So I'm going to go here. Here, workshop. I want resources. So I'm going to go to the workshop. And take one of these. I have 1 wrench, which I can move 1 thing up. I'm going to move this one up here. I'm going to get resources. So I'm going to get 2 blue resources, 2 oxygens. I'm going to get 2 plans. I'm going to get 2 gears. I'm going to get 1 fuel. I want to buy this one here. So I'm going to use my last time unit for my miner. I'm going to get 1 of those. Got that. Got that. Got that. So I'm just going to take another one of those as my second one. So I'm going to spend 1 oxygen. I'm going to buy the time jolt. That costs me 1 gear, 2, and 5 plans. As a one-time thing, I can move up 3 things on here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And that is, well, I'm going to need to redistribute these, but that should end it, because I now have all 9 I had 9 technology cards. So Lella's going to get one final turn, then we're going to do end of game scoring. So while she is taking her turn,
So I get...
I keep on reminding you to make sure you take your stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, let me think.
So Hans is asking, have I played Pacific Rails Inc.? My review on the Dice Tower goes up on Tuesday, I think. Tuesday? Monday or Tuesday my review is going to go up. So yes, I have played Pacific Rails Inc. That one is, I don't want to give away my review too much. It didn't quite work for me. It's a lot. After reading the rules and setting all the game up, I'm thinking I really should like this game. It just never came together. I don't know what it is. Like the worker placement was really interesting. The route building was interesting.
What do your cards do?
It just, the final thing felt like it was a bunch of mechanisms that were good amongst themselves, but when you put them together in a final game, it just didn't click for me.
Okay.
I'm sure a lot of people are going to really like it because it's really interesting with the worker placement piece is by far the most interesting piece of that game. But then the route building, it just didn't work. Okay, good night, Todd. He's going off to put his 5-year-old back to sleep.
Aw.
And he's cheering for a tie.
Aw.
And I'm sure Don can see whether who's going to win or not. Like I said, I have a lot of radiation, and I think that's going to really hurt me.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to use your one that goes 2 up.
Probably want 3 up.
3 up. Does it have to be the same row?
No.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. That was a good use of my life. Now, I don't think I can get anything up here. So I think that's the max there. Because...
Yeah, it's a good way to put it, Indigo. It did not exceed the sum of its parts, which is unfortunate because, like I said, it really kind of excited me with the different mechanisms, but just, I don't know, just didn't work. And thank you, Best of Star Trek.
2, 1.
I always appreciate the people like my...
Okay, I'm going to come over here.
My
Could be
reviews.
risky. So the first thing is I take 3 of these. I then get this in resources. So blue, yes.
So 3
3
green,
green,
1 orange.
1 orange, and
And
1
1
red.
red.
Then we roll 3. So that gives
2.
me 2. So then, let's see, I can use this to move up. Not worth it. So I'll use this one to lose one of those. Oh, sorry. And I will see if I can purchase.
I'm going to try and purchase the C. Or, because you've got the oxygen, you can buy anything out of the deck.
Okay, let me see if I can afford a C. So, yes. A Rosetta? That's not up there, is it?
No, but then you can just spend the 4 oxygens to get it.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 oxygen.
Yeah, it's like Jonathan was saying, the radiation, because Lella's going to lose 1 point for every radiation, I'm going to lose 2 points for all my radiation because I have the most. So it is...
Oh no, I can't afford that. Oh, poop.
And you can't afford this one. Oh, that's the same one, the Rosetta. There should be another C on there. There.
No, it's worse.
Oh, is it?
Oh, I'm not going to get any points.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Ah, pooper scooper. And there's nothing I can do. Oh, this one. Boop. 1, 2. Cha!
Oh, nice.
Okay, so 2, 4, 2. Legal. Awesome. Okay.
Okay, so that is game. So, nice thing about the game is you flip over this board, and there's your scoring track. And we've got 2 extra cubes to do our scores. So, I'm just going to go through. So we're going to score the language tracks first. So basically, we're going to see whatever the maximum is that you got. So for example, this track Lella gets 12, and I get 2. Then the second one, we both get 1. This track here, I get 18, to 21, and Lella gets 12.
25.
This track, I get 9 to 30, and you get 4, so 29. This last track, Lella gets 4. Oops.
33.
And I get 2. So language tracks, we were very, very close. Then we go through the tech bonuses. So I have all the same, all the same, and all the same. So each row of mine is worth 9 points, so that's 27 points. So 59.
What is 59?
Lella's got 2 rows of the same, so she gets 18.
18.
So 51.
51.
I think Lella might have got this. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11 radiation.
I have 2, 4, 6, 7.
Okay, so I have the most. So I lose 2 times the number of radiation I have. So I lose 22 points.
So 30.
So 37. Lella lose 1 point per her radiation.
So 2, 4, 6, 7.
So 44.
Oh my gosh.
But I have 2 end of game scoring points, which are 6 points.
Oh! No.
So Lella beat me by 1 point.
Wow.
Yes. So as I said, although I had all my rows, I maxed out here. Because of my radiation, if I was able to get rid of 1 more radiation, I would have won. But I took the chance. I said I was going to risk it and take it. I thought I had enough, but obviously I didn't. So that is Ruins of Mars. So as you can see, it's a fairly simple gameplay. It does offer you some really good decision points on where you move the rover and which tech you're going to buy. And sometimes you're buying tech just because it fits in the row, and sometimes you're going, I really want the tech, so I might get more benefit from the gameplay as opposed to the end of game points. So, yes, I lost.
Is that deep?
Let's see, no. People are giving you congratulations. And so, yes, best of Star Trek said, wait, he lost. Klein says the Lella fan club is happy. Coralie said that Lella took revenge and forgot it was my birthday tomorrow.
I'm getting him a gift, okay?
Yeah. But yeah, so I still enjoyed it. I mean, like I said, it's a fun.
I like this game.
It's a fun game. Even after the first time we played it, it's at a really good level, and it's kind of right at an enjoyable level. I'm hoping that more people try it because it is enjoyable. Hopefully this playthrough is kind of maybe exposed to a game you haven't seen before. Because like I said, I hadn't heard of this. had not heard of this game when I picked it up. It just happened to be on there new at the store, and decided to try it out. And I'm glad I did. So, like I said, there is a solo mode in the game. There's also cardboard tiles you can use instead of these. I actually quite like these.
I like those.
They're nice and chunky, a good feel to them. Like I said, this seems to be the Kickstarter edition because I do have the extra people cards. I think that one's extra and something else is extra. So in the back of the rules it says those are Kickstarter exclusive. But like I said, I bought this in the store. So I'm not sure whether there's another retail. I don't know if there's a difference in the regular retail edition. But everybody's like right on Lella's side. I just feel like there's a big target on my back that people want me to lose.
You always win. Come on.
But I like when games kind of come down to this when it is close.
That's fun.
So, well, I think we shall wrap it up. Very sorry for the late start. like I said, I talked 12 minutes before I realized that the stream wasn't started, so that was completely my fault. I'm hoping we'll be back in 2 weeks. If all goes as planned, we should. Like I said, I'm not sure whether we'll do Dominant Species Marine then or the one after that. I might do an older game next time. I do like to do new, old. So we will see whether... If we can't find anything, we'll do Marine next time, but we will get Marine to the table. Ah, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, because like I said, I just bought this at my local store, and it was the Kickstarter edition. So that's good to know that the people at the stores that do have it will probably have the same stuff that I have here.
Well, that's cool.
So, yeah, like I said, definitely check it out. It was a very variable and very enjoyable game. Like I said, I really, really like this. Kind of like a Moncala when you pick up one and drop them all off. So it definitely changes up the game. So anyway, I think that we shall wrap it up. So hopefully see you in 2 weeks. Keep an eye on the Dice Tower YouTube channel for the next No Strings Attached, and we'll see what we're going to play. So see you later, everybody.
Bye.